Hey, what's going on everybody? Chronic Sonic here today, bringing you guys another episode of Where in the World Is There, and I know it's been quite a while since I've made one of these, and I do apologize. It's been quite the month. Anyways, I'm back, and let's kick it off today, and it's Friday, October 30th, Hallows Eve, as everyone knows, and there's been a huge update for Destiny. As you guys can see, Batman is just flowing into the tower, which is pretty crazy. And I'm doing the Thriller dance. Everything's gone to hell. So let's kick it off today. And the tower actually looks really sick. Actually, I like the way it looks. But that's not what I'm here to talk to about. I'm here to talk to you guys about where Zer is today. And he's actually in a pretty sweet location. You just come down to where the Crucible guy is. We're in the tiger mask, which is pretty cool. He's actually right here, and I have not seen what he has in his inventory yet. I literally just came into the game and spawned, and let's find out what he has. Alright, so let's kick it off. He has, he's got some pretty good stuff, but he's got the Taconauts. I have this on my Titan, obviously. For many of you guys who don't know this, I have been playing Destiny for quite some time now, and I have been getting most of this Taken King loot, so I will be making videos shortly on all the loot I have discovered and all the stuff I've been getting. And yeah, so the Taconaut is a really good helmet for the Titan. It lets you have tracking on all your rocket launchers, which is pretty cool. And I think if it has tracking on it already, it'll make it like the Truth, where it's like a really rank tracking on it, so it makes it even harder, which is really sweet. Increased intellect, which is really good for those of you guys who want to kick off your supers really quickly, and increased discipline is really good as well. So if you want to throw grenades quicker, well, there you go, you have the option to switch between either your super or your grenade tossing, which is really sweet. Inverse shadow, increased killings, and increased super energy gained from killing minions of the darkness. Sorry, I'm just out of it right now. I just woke up literally like 20 minutes ago. Heavy lifting gains bonus super energy for heavy weapon kills of minions of the darkness. So you have tracking on your rockets. Why not use your heavy weapons when you're attacking minions of the darkness, which is pretty sweet. And innervation, bonus grenade pickup, bonus grenade energy on orb pickup. Man, I'm sorry. Yeah, you have your option to switch, so you could have more grenades, and the more grenades you throw, you pick up more orbs, I guess. Bonus grenade energy on orb pickup. Oh no, never mind, you pick up orbs and it increases your grenades. Okay, so you can throw more grenades when you pick up more orbs. You have more discipline, so you can gain more grenade energy. Okay, so yeah, your grenade energy is pretty heavy on this helmet right here. Plus you have tracking on all your heavy weapons, or all your grenade launchers, so you gain more bonus super energy from heavy weapon kills. So there you go, that's your Taconaut. And the 280 defense, pretty good. Next you have the Graviton Forfeit. This is for the Hunter, and I have this one as well, and it's pretty cool. It lets you unlock the node for evade, which is a quick shade step, which is like a new mechanic in the game for the Hunter, where you double tap circle and you do like a little roll. It's pretty useful in the Crucible only, I'm pretty sure. It's not really good for movement, but I've noticed to escape some kind of deaths from the Crucible just from double tapping circle, which is pretty sweet. Increased intellect bonus provided by this piece of gear, so you can have your super faster, and increased strength. See, not the best roll, because everyone wants to throw their grenades and everything like that, so I don't think strength is where I'm going to go with this Graviton. Ashes to asset, gains bonus super energy on grenade kills. Pretty sweet. Gains bonus super energy from heavy weapon kills and minions of the darkness. So sort of just like the Taconaut, which is pretty cool. And better already, shields start recovery immediately after orb pickup. So once you pick up an orb, you'll have like another bar of health, like a blue bar, sort of indicating that you have a shield, which is pretty cool. And that's your Graviton Forfeit. And I have no clue what this Twist of Fate does. I've bought these things called glass needles, which is supposed to change the role of all of one piece of exotic gear, and I have not yet found a reason to buy these because I've just kept on getting the same rolls. I don't know if it changes just the intellect or discipline of it. I don't know like if that's the only thing it changes or if it's supposed to change some of this stuff, because it says changes the stats of upgrades available on this armor, so you'd think it would change everything that you could upgrade on it. So I've only been able to see these two things change. Everything else is staying neutral, so I have no clue. And next up we have the Alchemist Raiment, which I think I might purchase just because of how sick they look on the Warlock. But I've heard they're not good at all. They're not a really good chest piece. So iron to gold is what you get. Chance to gain glimmer on primary ammo pickup. Orbs collected when you super is full recharge your grenades in melee. That seems pretty useful when you're doing nightfalls. Not too sure if it's whatever for everything else, but that seems really useful for nightfalls for me, since I do run my Warlock a lot more now. And if your super's full, because I barely use my super since I am like a self-resing Warlock, I recharge my grenades in melee, so that's pretty sweet. Increased strength. Increase the strength bonus provided by this piece of gear. And intellect. So see, I'd rather have discipline and intellect on this because obviously my super is going to get more with the intellect, but the strength is really not needed on the Warlock. Special ammo. Increased amount of special weapon ammo drops, so that's pretty cool. Heavy weapon ammo. Increased heavy weapon ammo drops, so that's really useful as well. Arc burn defense. Reduces incoming arc burn damage, so that'd be really useful. Let's say if the burn of the week for the nightfall was arc, well then you take less damage from arc weapons from enemies, but you could use your arc weapons and fucking wreck. Arc armor. Increased armor when using arc base subclass. Okay, yeah, so see, if you wanted to switch over to the arc subclass, you have more armor, you take less damage, and also the weapon of the week is the Zhalo Supercell, and this is also an arc weapon. This is, I believe, the only arc primary in the game for the Taken King, as far as everyone else has been discovered. Every other year too, a primary does not have a burn, sadly. Same with all the raid weapons that you collect in the game. All of the raid primaries do not have burns, which is kind of shitty, but that's something we have to live by as Destiny players, I guess. Zhalo Supercell is obviously this exotic perk. There's actually 2 exotic perks on every exotic weapon I've come across. Now there's that one, and then there's this one. So let's break it down with Zhalo Supercell. This is its main perk. Arc projectiles have a chance to chain lightning when enemies are close together, which is cool. Changes everything, so I think it deals damage to the whole group of enemies. You have CQB ballistics. Greatly reduced recoil, significant penalty to range, smart drift control, predictable and controllable recoil, penalty to range, aggressive ballistics, more predictable recoil, enhanced impact, shorter range, and more recoil. So if you're far away, you don't want to have aggressive ballistics because you'll have shorter range and more recoil, but if you're up close, you'll have enhanced impact, which is pretty cool. And then if you wanted to go from like another way to like sniping stuff, you probably want this one, CQB ballistics, because you'll have significantly reduced recoil. So I think this one's the only one that you pretty much keep on at all times, because all the other ones seem like shit. Honestly, I always just leave my my scope the way it is. I don't really change much of it. Persistence. This weapon grows more accurate the longer it's fired. Hammer forged, improved range and accuracy. Rifled barrel, increased range, slower reload. Braced frame, increased stability, reduced magazine size. So if I was to actually max out this weapon completely, since I already have one maxed out completely at 310, CQB ballistics is where I'd want to go. And then I guess hammer forged, or even braced frame. And the reason why I say braced frame is I know it decreases your magazine size, but it gives you so much more stability. And if you have this on, the more accurate the more the weapon is fired, the more accurate it is. Fuck. So yeah, so braced frame, persistence, CQB ballistics, or you could have CQB ballistics, persistence, and hammer forged. It's up to you guys. Rifle barrel seems like it's useless. Alright, maybe. Yeah, no, it definitely would be useless because you don't want to have a slower reload speed with that one. So yeah, hammer forged or brace frame. And then its last perk, bolts from the blue. Double kills with this weapon, charges small amount of super energy and return some ammo to the magazine. So that's pretty good. So that's a really good thing to have. So even though with brace frame you're losing some ammo, if you can manage to get double kills with this weapon, you have a chance to give some of that ammo back to your magazine. So that's something it's always really good. And legacy engram, special weapon engram, these are useless. Don't buy these at all. The first time the Taken King actually came out, it was a legacy engram for a heavy weapon, and I really wanted to see if the Gallahorn had moved on to year 2, and it didn't, unfortunately. I did pick up a Gallahorn, but it was only 140 Gallahorn, unfortunately, and I was like, oh, are you kidding me? And it didn't have the little Taken King symbol like that, it just had the regular symbol. So if you're an avid collector of trying to pick up year 1 weapons to, you know, say, oh look, I have an icebreaker, oh look, I have a Gallahorn, oh look, I have a one weapon that hasn't come over yet to year 2, then by all means pick up a legacy engrams if you are a collector of those kind of sorts. Then we have the plasma drive vehicle upgrade. We have the void drive vehicle upgrade. I don't really like these at all. Like I've suggested in all my other videos, these are just a waste of strange coins. 23 strange coins for one of these things, just to change a rare sparrow into a legendary sparrow with a different kind of like fire coming out of it. Not really useful for me. These, however, have seen better days, and remember you can get 5 of these for 1 strange coin, which was amazing. And now I just don't have any use for them. If I was to pick these up, honestly, I just give them to my faction leader, and I just upgrade my faction with these, since that is the fastest way you can do it. I burned through 700 of these on one faction, and it was kind of dumb of me, but I'm kind of regretting it. Not really though. I don't know. Still iffy on it. If you do need heavy ammo though, you can definitely go to Zara and pick them up. Yeah, these are really good to have, but I remember when you could get 5 of them for 1 strange coin, so they've kind of dummied down a little bit of the price value for these. These, however, are really good because you could get this, or this if you pop one of these while you're in a battle with something with an ultra. So I'd suggest buy these, go into some of those Vanguard heroic strikes or something like that, and just pop them before you enter it and kill the main boss, and you might get an exotic engram out of it. And then go back into orbit, pop one again, because I think it refreshes every 5 minutes for the cooldown for these. So as it states, it can stack them, but if you pop one before you go to the strike, you kill the boss, and then you pop one again. It'll be roughly the same time frame as like the cooldown would be for these. So I'm actually gonna acquire a bunch of these, since I usually do that every single night, and every time Zer's here and he has 3 of coins, I just buy these because there's no reason not to. And the glass needles obviously is something I talked about before, where it re-rolls some of your armor. I don't suggest picking these up quite yet because I think they still have some bugs they have to fix out on these glass needles, but they cost 1 exotic shard, 3 motes of light, and 3 strange coins. So if you do have some and you want to try these out, I mean, go by all means pick them up, but I still think they have some bugs they have to fix out on these glass needles still. Motes of light, don't buy these. Obviously you can get these every time you level up. You get 5 of them every time you level up, and you're just a waste of strange coins. Motes of light have no purpose in life other than to upgrade some stuff. Like I have 40 of these right now, and yeah, that's pretty cool. I like all this consumable stuff, all the new stuff that they brought into this game. This empty candy satchel, which I think is hilarious. Yeah, I'll touch on more of the stuff that I've been getting in Destiny when the time comes, but until then, that's what Zer has this week. I'm back, don't you worry about a thing. And I will talk to you guys later. Take it easy. Have a good night.